slaughter.
Look, Steve, and this is something where I think maybe the news is still coming out, the news is breaking, people are trying to wait to see what's happening, but we need to be very clear about what happened here. This was a school that was targeted, not necessarily only because the shooter went there when she was younger, but unfortunately this school was targeted, Steve, because it was Christian, because this was a 100% Christian school. And what we had yesterday in Nashville, they call it the Trans Day of Vengeance, but what we would call it is a Christian massacre. This was these six, and three of which are children. These are martyrs to Christianity because of what was done here. They were targeted for their beliefs. They were targeted for their religion. We've talked before about how all of this has a war on Christianity element to it. It's very simple. At its core, at its deepest level, this is a spiritual battle. And we are seeing now a battle for the spiritual soul of America being played out in these incidents. So I commend the police, and if people have seen the body cam footage has just been released. The police's response to this was textbook. I give it a 10 out of 10. The way they cleared the rooms, the way they took down the shooter, absolute heroes. No hesitation. Not a single moment of hesitation when they cleared through that school. It's absolutely horrific, though, Steve. And you actually see in the video, and it later came out, that the pastor of this church, the pastor of the church there in Nashville, his own daughter was killed. And when you understand that, you understand
It's been terrible. They've been terrible. They've been quiet. The problem we got is that people don't preach this from the pulpit. We got to get people got to get on fire again, right? We need a great awakening here. Jack, before I let you go, the police were textbook in the response, but where's the manifesto? She wrote a manifesto. We ought to be able to read. Everybody in the world ought to be able to read every line of that manifesto. She wrote it. We ought to be able to read it. What's happening?
Well, I've actually seen, believe it or not, I've seen some reporting, I haven't been able to confirm this yet, but I've seen some reporting that the manifesto, which was recovered by police, some are saying it's a little bit vague, and of course we're still in the fog of war, but they say some were saying it was in the car, some were saying it was in her house. There was some reporting that the FBI may have taken custody of this manifesto. If that's true, why is the FBI involved, and will we be given
The local police told Michael. I talked to Michael Patrick Leahy out there in Nashville. The great Michael Patrick Leahy. He said that he went right to the police and said, "We need to see the manifesto." They said, "Well, the FBI took it." And I said, "Didn't they make a copy of it?" The FBI did it not to disclose it. The FBI took it to bury it.
But Steve, it's the same FBI that we know has been making lists of churches, working with disgraced and discredited groups like the SPLC, making lists of churches around this country that they view as a little bit too religious, a little bit too spiritual, making lists of people who pray the rosary. The FBI, Steve, I'll say right now, if the FBI is involved, that's because they've opened a terrorism investigation.
Jack, if you